All righty. Here we go. Hey everybody. Um, Real quick, just hopping on here to do a live really fast. I wanted to talk about a few things yesterday or the day before yesterday. I did a live and I actually was gonna talk about Maurice and Scott, this Fox Soul interview, but the live had gotten a little long and I didn't have enough time, so I wanted to just do a separate one so I could actually fully talk about it the way I want to talk about it. So we're just gonna hop right into it because I got a few other things I want to get into as well, and discuss it. And we'll just go. Hold on, let me fix my laptop. Okay, boy, what? Look at my laundry back there. I tell you. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to it. Okay. So we hold on because I don't like how that is. Okay. I think that works. Hey, whoever just joined in, what's up? We got a few things to talk about today. I didn't get a chance to go fully into everything like how I wanted to in the last live. So we're going to talk about Maurice and Scott and that whole Fox Soul interview. We're going to talk about Blueface and why you can't act right, Blueface? Like, why is this so hard? Why is this so hard for you to act right? And then you as a dad, can we just talk about that? You as a dad, bro, get out of here. And then he got his son in the pantry eating motherfucking Slim Jims, and talking about, are you gay? What? You could tell that is his biggest fear because we've seen way too many videos. Like, how many times are you gonna ask your son, who looks like he all of 6 years old, 5, 6, 7 years old, are you gay? Like, show your insecurities much. Why don't you? Like, how many times are you gonna keep asking this boy this? Why he's sitting there hungry? You worry about the wrong thing. And then last but not least, we'll talk about a few things going on with Stevie J and Faith. The fact that she owed that man $1 million is just trash. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into a couple of these topics. If you joined in, y'all drop down in the comments if I missed anything. We got a lot to talk about. There's been a lot going on. Okay, so hold on. What was it? 2 cents? Okay, let me go to my saved. And let's see, which one do I want to get in first? Or actually, let's go ahead and knock out this Faith and Stevie story because that's one of my shorter ones. So I can just read this and go ahead and knock it out. Okay. So this is from It's On Site, y'all. So this is on It's On Site. Faith Evans reportedly ordered to pay ex-husband Stevie J $1 million in spousal support. $1 million in spousal support. You paying this girl, man, that cheated on you, man, that all types of stuff, put you through the ringer, okay? And now you got to pay that man $1 million. And y'all sit here and wonder why we tell y'all not to keep giving these lowbrow, these potential ass is like that. They keep telling, oh, potential. But I mean, where's potential getting us? Where is dating the bus driver getting us? Like, for real. So nonetheless, it says the lengthy divorce. What does it say? The lengthy divorce between the former Bad Boy Records label mates has dragged on for over 2 years. Their marriage dissolved in April after Stevie was ordered to turn over his estranged wife's vehicle after she claimed he stole it to drive to Coachella. First of all, not you wanted to get somewhere not having a way to go. Where was your car, Stevie J? Hi, Victoria. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, exactly that. That's the only thing. When you say it in one word, wow. That's it. Like, wow. So he stole her car to drive to Coachella, y'all. Not you having a location and not a way to get there. You gotta ask mommy for a ride. Last year on Mother's Day, Stevie J poured his heart out to Evans on an Instagram post. Y'all remember that post when he was like, oh, I respect you. I'm never going to humiliate you. I've hurt you. I've harmed you. And I'm never going to disrespect you in front of the world. All of that, the usual stuff that men do. And so, let's see. He said, I've learned my lesson and I never want to live without you because God knows I'm a better man with you. And I'm asking you to find it in your heart to forgive me and allow me to rebuild our trust. Happy Mother's Day. Man, Stevie, if you don't shut up, like, come on here. Stevie, you know you don't mean not a, like when men spill their heart out and start telling these lies, like, girl, I want to be with you. I want to raise a family with you, girl. I'm gonna give you that ring. I just want to give you the wedding that you want. You know, I'm gonna do all of that. You know what just like has y'all say stupid shit like that? Like, I just can't. So 2 months later, Stevie J pinned his wife that message, and the pair were assumed to have had a reconciliation that they were seen on a video enjoying each other's beach day, labeling it best friend in the video. So after that whole like divorce fight and everything, they ended up being pictured on the beach, and people were confused. Like, Stevie, I thought you just said you hate this man, because it was a whole video that he was like recording Faith, and she was like, I hate you. Get out my house. Like, I hate you. I hate you. First of all, for Faith Evans to even be able to drop $1 million shows how much more money she's making than Stevie. Because to have $1 million for spousal support, first of all, I mean, okay, she gotta have money. What do they call it? Your residuals and all that type of stuff like that. But I just find that so corny, and I'm just so over it. Men, y'all want to talk about, oh, when women leave, they get a divorce, they take half. Divorce is always on their side. All y'all want to do is take money. And you know, then it's not. Then it's, oh, you don't want to get a job. You would rather take his money than go work and have your own money. Yada yada. But then when the niggas come around and do it, Stevie J, Mark Daly, Kelly Clarkson husband, Mary J. Blige ex, Kevin Hunter, went to from Wendy Williams, shall I name a few? These men is out here like scrounging, just scrounging for a penny to drop in their hand. It's sad. First of all, Kevin Hunter, like, he over there broke now too. These niggas just be broke. That's literally the main problem. They be broke and they be trying to want a submissive girl. I want a girl who gonna listen to me. Okay. Just, you don't deserve nothing. Just nothing. So yeah, Stevie J, he got awarded $1 million, y'all. Sometimes it is so annoying, and watching Faith Evans sit here and have to do this with Stevie J actually has me worried for Kenya, because I feel like Faith, honestly, because it's been dragged out for 2 years, like they said. For 2 years we've been doing this with them, and so it's like after a while, when you're the person with money, you like, I don't want to have to keep shelling out no change for this. And that's what they bank on. That's what Martell's banking on, trying to take Melody money. That's another broke, ridiculous nigga. Like, oh, I can't. I'm just so hot because I just got done watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. I just edited the video, so y'all will see that a little bit later on today. So that's why he on my mind. Hello. Thank you for tuning back in. Joseph, appreciate you. If there's anything you want to talk about, drop in the comments. So yeah, like, it's just, y'all, what else are we supposed to expect from them, though? We've seen how Stevie J's act on the show. He don't respect women. He don't respect himself. Be out here raw dogging women. Ain't got no condom on. Out here just procreating. Okay? Just out here just dick everywhere. Just, he looked dirty anyways. He looked like he don't take showers, but every 2 weeks, like Ashton Kutcher. Like, I just don't understand. But now here it is, $1 million is going to Stevie J because he tired her out. Like, this is what like, they just keep dragging you back to court and you get tired. So it's like, man, just pay him. And I really hope, I really hope Kenya doesn't do that with Mark, because Mark, he another one talking about, oh, I'll build it 3 times over. I don't need her money. I did it on my own. But now here you are Mark Daly sitting there asking Kenya for half of her house that she bought before him. Moore Manor, yeah, the one that we watched her buy on the show. Mark is asking for half of that house. What? So Stevie J, I guess you got it. Your little $1 million. You need to give her car back though. Hopefully you'll be smart and use that money to pay Mimi or Jocelyn the money that you owe them. But we know that's not gonna happen. But he's just all he gonna do is blow through it. He gonna blow through it and blow through it. If you know what I'm saying, he gonna blow through it. He gonna blow through it through the money. He gonna blow through it, and then he gonna blow through it because that's all that's gonna go right up his motherfucking nose. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's see another little story. I'm gonna knock out like all the small stories, so then that way I can actually have time to get into the Maurice and Scott interview. Y'all know G Herbo was arrested for gun possession in Chicago. G Herbo, what are you doing, bruh? And then look at his mugshot. Look how fucking dumb he looked. Just, can y'all see that? Look at his face. Lips look ashy. Just, when y'all sit here and get this money and y'all go to jail, like, when y'all get this money, why is it so hard for y'all to let go of that life? The life that could get you locked up or dead. Like, I'm not understanding. G Herbo, you out here successful, and now you arrested on gun in Chicago of all places. And now you out here looking done. He talking about cops. This is from TMZ. Cops arrested the entertainer Sunday evening. Law enforcement told the outlet that Herbo was busted around 554 near North Avenue, Ontario Street, where cops claim they found a gun on him. From there, he was taken into custody and booked for misdemeanor unlawful use of a weapon in a public place. Since G Herbo has bonded out, he's expected to appear in court at a later date. Okay. G Herbo, stop being stupid. Like, stop being stupid. That's the only thing I can tell you dudes out here. It's like y'all just want to go out here and be dumb for no reason, it seems like. And like y'all got the money, y'all make it, and then y'all sit here and continue to do dumb stuff. Like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I don't like it. I don't like it. So let's go ahead and go really quick to the neighborhood talk. So Erica Banks, y'all know, she ended up kind of like talking about how 1501, she kind of dogged them in her little rap song, talking about they owe her some money. And so now Carl Crawford, we know he just recently lost his case with Megan. You know, Megan was telling the truth, Erica. You should have listened to her ass. She was trying to tell you, but you fell into the thing of like, you know, you fell into the shtick of, oh, Erica Banks versus Megan. You know, you tried to play into it a little bit and it didn't get you nowhere. Like, you all loving hip hop. And I like Erica Banks's like personality. Like, on Love and Hip Hop, like, I'm glad she's not doing the most. It's like she's doing her rap thing. You know, she in the drama, but not really in the drama. You know what I mean? So like, I like her personality, but she need to burn them baby hairs. Them baby hairs done graduated. Like, them hoes literally be touching her eyebrows. They be like right here. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, what her baby hairs be looking like? They be looking like camel eyelashes. Literally just stuck on right here. Okay. But yeah, so no, Carl, he basically saying that he owe Erica Banks no money, claims that she actually owes him $500,000. Like, Erica not even making no money for me, making no more money for me to take. Oh, really? I mean, I can kind of slightly believe that, because like, we ain't seen Erica Banks out here ever since her little, what's that challenge that happened like last year? Bust it. When that challenge happened, oh my God, it took over. But we ain't really like heard nothing like since. So I mean, I kind of halfly believe that, but I also feel like maybe she's not making no music because she wasn't first making any money. Like, that makes sense too. Or she first realized that, oh, the stuff that I am doing, y'all just stealing from me. Like, the artists all do that too. That's what Megan had to do with Carl. She stopped doing the shit, and then like on the contract, she owed an album, so she just threw something out there, and you know, so she could get released. But that's that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get into the Blueface wannabe daddy drama. So y'all, Blueface, He literally is trash. Like Blueface, and it's really sad because there's kids involved. You know, when you see these videos, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. And the oldest girl, he literally says, "You in charge. You in charge while I go fund these strippers." Let me see if I can get the video.
All right.
Y'all listen to this.
Y'all sit right here while I go fondle with these young women for a little bit, all right? You in charge. You second in charge, all right? All right. All right. Y'all sit right here while I go fondle with these young women for a little bit, all right? You in charge.
He said, while I go fondle with these women over here, okay? You in charge. And he was pointing to a girl who clearly was the oldest, and then pointed to the son. And they just sitting there on the couch. One baby on there knocked out, diaper ain't been changed, I can tell. Like, this is a really sad situation because he does have a son and daughters. We don't ever see him talking to the daughters like that. I mean, do they really need a daddy like him? Like, sometimes no daddy is better than an effed up one. Like, that type of trauma when you have an effed up parent versus, I mean, like, you not having a parent, like, I feel like is as an easier wound to heal than a parent who's constantly tap dancing on that nerve. But he's sitting there, gosh, I'm looking at the video. He got strippers in the living room, dancing, shaking ass. Who calling me? You guys, hold on just a second. This is important. All right, y'all. Sorry, I'm back. I had to. That was my therapist calling, y'all. I'm trying to get right with my mental health. That's what y'all need to go out here and that's what we need to stop doing. Is not working on our mental health, and that's something Blueface need to do. Work on his motherfucking mental health. Cause what he doing right now with his children, y'all. When I tell you this pantry was empty, then a mother, how your pantry empty, but you got a $20,000 and $30,000 diamond around your neck, like chain. And you sitting here talking to your son, and the only thing you worried about is, are you gay? Are you gay? Like, you asking him constantly, like you're only bringing that out. Like, I cannot. Like, hold on, let me see.
How's your day with Jay Nasty?
Got the strippers in the living room.
Come here. There's booty cheeks out here. You in here looking for chips.
He said, "Is booty cheeks out here and you're in here looking for chips?" He hungry.
You ain't gay, is you?
Look.
Huh? Are you gay? You ain't gay, right? My man. My dog. My young.
What is that? What is that? Like, hey, look, appreciate you, Joseph. You heard my ringtone, not the Victoria Monet ringtone. I'm ready for the new album. Yes, Victoria Monet really is where it's at. Like, she has such an amazing just like catalog. It's different. It's also got the old R&B like vibe. Like, Victoria Monet is she's just that girl for me right now. But yeah, like Blueface, he's literally at the house. You got strippers in the living room. You pay for strippers, but why is your pantry literally like every row is empty as hell? And the only thing he got in there is in Slim Jims. You know, like, and I'm just sitting here wondering, like, it's very obvious these kids are an afterthought. You have 4 kids sitting in the room, and you talking about, let me go fondle on these strippers. Y'all stay right here. Like, who are you trying to look cool for? You really just are showing how much of an unfit father you and Stewie are. And y'all literally have these kids suffering. Like, I'm watching them, and the only thing he's constantly going up to his son and is worried about, you ain't gay, is you. What? I'm starting to wonder, Blueface, are you questioning some things? Are you questioning, your sexuality? Because why, like, you can tell it is scaring the piss out of him to have a gay son. Like, he is just asking him 24/7. And that really be what it is in the Black community, that homophobia be real. Like, it's real. Like, and you're pressuring him on something that he don't even know about. Most kids aren't even thinking about, like, yeah, there's kids who say, oh, I knew at this age, I knew at this age. But, like, some kids also don't. Like, not every kid is a kid that's, the child that's thinking on things of, like, why I'm different. Some kids are oblivious to these facts of the world. And you're only bringing it up to him for him to go, he got a phone. He probably going to start trying to figure out how to Google it. And you going to, like, trigger something. That's how I'm thinking. Like, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. But yeah, like, you gonna trigger something for him, and next thing you know, you're gonna be upset when he come home and say, Daddy, I got the perfect person, and a nigga walk in. You're gonna be upset. But to watch him have these children in this household, and the kid's hungry, the girl clearly ain't taking care of these kids. She too busy trying to keep Blueface okay and not her children okay. And y'all, it was so sad. Like, it's so sad looking at this pantry. You can tell these kids don't get really any attention. They don't get any interaction. They don't get, like, true companionship in their parents because they too busy trying to be famous. Blueface has issues. Where the mama at? Where's his mama at? Because this ain't making no sense. Are you seeing your son on the internet and not realizing your son is probably not the most fit? But the thing is, she don't want to take care of no kids. So she gonna sit there and let them kids ride that out because she probably don't want to bring no kids into her situation. She want the freedom. But it's just, obviously Blueface got his issues. The mama, as we know, definitely got some issues because, that whole situation with Krishan. And then did y'all see the Crazy in Love premiere? Is getting ready to come in like next week or something like that. She pregnant in the Crazy in Love like little trailer or whatever, and it's of course them trying to do the DNA test because he constantly trying to say that isn't his baby. They doing lie detector tests, and the family of Krishan is like, girl, you rock. Like, yeah, you got this platform, but bitch, it's you. Like, you have your power. Like, and Blueface was like, oh, I gave you this platform. It don't matter about giving no platform. It matters about who you are. Just like all them other girls at Blueface house, like Bad Girl's house, they had your platform too. But Rock, you could have been messing with Rock and she not be anything. Like, it didn't even matter that you were messing with Rock. It just turned out that when people started seeing Rock, they started like messing with her. And so people started feeling Rock more because they started realizing the type of man that you are or lack thereof. So you guys, I'm just like, I hate seeing this. And then it's like we see her talk about where the men in the community that start holding the ones like him accountable. Y'all say, oh, men need their fathers, men are the only one that can teach boys how to be men. What type of man do you think he's about to teach his son to be? Nothing but a degenerate out here having sex with girls raw, manipulating women, getting them pregnant, dirty, don't take a bath ass, just look dirty. Isn't going to be mentally well because it's obviously not being taught, and emotionally repressed. Like, we see the type of man that he could turn out to be. But yet all the other men in the corral, I'm looking for you. Who's the person that's going to come to social media and denounce these men and shame them because it's time for shame. Look, shame. Like, where is the shame? I cannot. And that's why they feel so comfortable doing this shit, because ain't nobody gonna tell them no. Like, ain't nobody gonna tell them, check them. The men don't be checking, period. So, all right, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and get into Kimmi and Maurice, y'all. So, Kimmi and Maurice, they did an interview. Let me see. Do I want to go to YouTube or do I want to go to, let's see. Who had the page? Funky Dineva. Let me go to Funky Dineva page. Funky Dineva. There we go. Okay, so let's find Funky Dineva in the interview. Where he at? Did he delete it? Funky Dineva, I know you did not delete that. Man, your ass did. Come on, Funky. All right, then. Let's go to... Man, Funky, why you do that? All right, let me go back to YouTube then, so I can pull up like clips of it just a little bit. Okay. Let's go to Foxhole. There we go. Foxhole. Here we go. Let me go ahead and get to it. Let me turn this down now. Sorry, y'all, if y'all hear it. Let me mute this really quick so y'all don't hear it. We're going to get to it.
Kimmi, I'd like to give you the opportunity to respond to a headline. A sad case of a man. Love and Marriage Huntsville fans slam Maurice for demanding intimacy while Kimmi goes through chemotherapy. Kimmi, what is your response to the backlash that Maurice has been getting lately?
So here's the thing. Like, originally, I didn't even watch it. He told me he had an interview with Carlos, and usually I just kind of get the nuts and bolts of it.
Can y'all hear it? Let me know that y'all can hear it.
About that, and I didn't do anything. And then when I finally saw stuff just kind of everywhere, I was like, oh my gosh, what did you say? I literally was like, what did you say?
Can y'all hear it?
And so one of the comments somebody keeps screenshotting around is the fact that I said, let me go see the interview. And people were like, I don't believe she hasn't seen it. And I just got life. Like, we got stuff. So when I actually did see it, I told him, I said, no, disrespectful. Like, the words that you chose were cruel to me. It wasn't protecting me. The irony of the conversation in itself was that if you actually watch the show, I'm the one who initiated the conversation in regards to the fact that the chemo has affected my libido. And I know that affects him and his sexual interest.
So let's stop right there. So Kimmi said she was the one who brought up the conversation on the show. And if you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, we did see that Kimmi brought it up, to him in the car. But Kimmi, you're not telling the truth, because you said you brought it up in the car, but your version of what was happening was that you ain't been enjoying it, you don't get nothing out of it, and you do it for him. See, there was a piece of the interview, because I don't want to play the whole thing because then we'll be here forever, but I'm going to try to find like key pieces. She said in a part of the interview that, I'm missing out too. Like, oh, it's just not for him because, she was like, before I got married, it was just something like a rule. I told myself, like 7 days, without sex. And she's like, by that time it had been like 2 weeks. And so it's a thing of like, okay, you kind of feel like I got to give my husband some, even though I know I'm not going to bust him, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Like, damn, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. And she, ain't get one, okay? She ain't out here being able to try to get no pecans, no walnuts, no almonds, no nothing. And she said that on the show. She was like, oh, I'm it's just being you, babe. And she kind of laughed it off. And he was like, you faking? Like, are you serious? On national TV? Yes, Maurice. You ain't been stroking it like you think you have. And she been faking it, okay? I hate to break it to you. So I know Kimmi wants to come on here and, do this damage control because of the words that he used, for my woman to roll over and suffer through it. I find it admirable. Okay, let me see if I can find another part.
Having a situation where it's the reverse. I had a man that has some issues. I want to ask both of you. Kimmi, I want to ask you first, do you feel the pressure? Like, if I don't satisfy my man, even when I don't feel good, am I nervous? Do I feel a way about the future of my marriage? And Maurice, if you could take back what you said, would you rephrase it or do you stand on exactly what you said?
So for me, like I said, we filmed it and everything. For Kimmi, I never felt like he was going to leave me. That wasn't the case whatsoever. Mm. However, even before our chemo issue came up, we already had conversation about our sex life. We talked about our sex life before we got married. So this is like an honest statement. In Kimmi's world, I had made up in my head 7 days was the limit. Like, I would never make my husband go more than 7 days. I don't care if we're angry. I don't care what's going on. That was always Kimmi's rule in her head. And so in this case, we went about 2 weeks and I was like, ugh. So it was my choice because I know that that's fulfilling for both of us. It's fulfilling for both of us. Like at the end of the day, he's not the only one missing out. I'm missing out because I don't have the same climax. I don't have the same arousal. You know what I'm saying? So I never had that conversation based on the fact that I thought he was going to leave. I know I love my husband and that is a big part of our world. I don't physically hurt. It doesn't hurt me to have sex. It doesn't do that whatsoever. It was just the arousal of the moment in the climax that is very different for me. So I'm just not getting the same fulfillment out of the sexual activity that he was.
We got it. So let's get Maurice in here. Maurice, do you think it was selfish for you to force your wife to suffer through it while she was fighting for her life? Your words.
Your words. Now, those are my words. And I'm going to own the words that I say. However, you have to take everything into full context. I didn't have knowledge of her suffering. I didn't have knowledge of her rolling over and giving to me when she didn't want to, right? Or didn't feel the need to. At the end of the day, this is the thing. She surprised the hell out of me on television. Talking about, you know what? I'm not getting it. I'm faking it. All that stuff. Like, listen, it's on national TV. So I'm like, oh, really? So you're faking it. This whole time I'm thinking that you're doing it. And it puts everything into context when you watch the television show and then you actually see the interview. Because for me to find out that she's faking it, and then for me to analyze the situation and say, it's admirable for her to do this because, number one, most people that do things for you let you know that they're doing it for you. They don't let you find out later on, oh, wow, you were actually hurting or you were going through something and you were sharing that.
Let me stop right there a little bit. So here's the thing, Kimmi. We're going back and forth. You're talking out of both sides of your neck. First, it's, I am getting the fulfillment. I'm missing out too. Then you finish the sentence with, I'm just not getting the same fulfillment anymore. It's the arousal and the climax. First of all, the arousal, we know you ain't getting none because Maurice keeps having your ass around the house like Molly the maid. Okay, and even before your cancer, y'all were talking about y'all sex life on the last season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. You were talking about how Maurice wants it all the time, and you don't feel like it because like I'm tired, like I'm cleaning the house, I'm doing the laundry, like I'm doing the dishes, and then at the end of the night, when I'm tired from doing all this shit, you come and tap on my shoulder and look at me with a goofy ass grin, like give me some. No, I'm not aroused. You know what would really have me aroused? You get up and doing the shit with me, because that's what a partner does. And it's just kind of like, I really hurt for Kimmi. I really, really do. Because now here you are on Fox Soul trying to, trying to rectify what he has said. But in the words of Maurice, the bell has been rung. Like, we know how he genuinely feels. Yeah, he would reword it, but we know Maurice feels exactly the same. Matter of fact, he said, he's like, the sentiment is the same. He views his wife turning over, giving him some, even though she doesn't want to do it, as admirable. I'm sticking through her with cancer, and so to have her stick with me and my sexual needs, because she know I need it, I don't want it, I need sex. That's kind of sound like you got a problem, Maurice. You need sex? That sound like a problem. Do you need to go to some type of anonymous addictions anonymous class? Like, that's what it's giving. But you said it yourself. Oh, I don't want sex, I need it. And so it's just kind of like, yeah, Kimmi, you might not have feared that Maurice was going to leave, but deep down as a woman, you're sitting there thinking, if I don't do it, he's gonna get it from somebody else. Like, let's not BS this. A woman deep down, because we're always told, what one woman ain't gonna do, another one will. So because of how much sex your husband needs, that if he don't get it from you, the chances of him stepping out when he's already stepped out before are pretty likely. And you're trying to avoid that, obviously. So that whole sentiment was just, So let's go ahead and move on more towards the end of the interview.
She was going through this.
Would you over, or you like, no, I meant it exactly.
Anytime my wife feels like she's not, make sure I have a comfort and protection. I'll be knowing where I came from. But
so I know y'all probably been through this, and we know Martell and Melody have gone through this. The fans have been voicing their opinion about Maurice's remarks, and many of them are saying, Kimmi should leave the relationship. Obviously, you're not going nowhere. But has all this scatterbutt from the fans affected you guys' relationship in any way?
Type 1 diabetes.
Come on, and this. Why you gonna hit right there? Because y'all gotta hear this part. Y'all listen for the gap in between that answer, okay? Because boy, let me tell you, the silence was deafening.
And many of them are saying, Kimmi should leave the relationship. Obviously, you're not going nowhere. But has all this scatterbutt from the fans affected you guys' relationship in any way?
I actually really don't care what people say that they don't love me.
That's not what he asked. Here we go, Maurice. He don't be answering the question, which Kimmi said at the end of the interview. Y'all, you ain't answer the question to my, I don't really care what anybody has to say. I only care what Kimmi and my son have to say. Has it affected your relationship? And yes, it has. Let's not play. Kimmi already is a very, demure, respectable woman. She keep low. She still works as a nurse. Like, she's doing all of these things. And so she's having to add to the stress of cancer. Now, another man saying something dumb on the internet, like he acting real Kiki baby daddy-ish, and, saying something dumb on the internet. And now here it is. You don't add another level of stress when she's already dealing with the co-parenting shit from you. Hold on, y'all, I gotta move my foot. Like dealing with the co-parenting shit. So it's just kind of like, how much more are you going to add to Kimmi's plate? Because every time when it seems like we talk to Kimmi, she's dealing with another thing from you, Maurice, and we watch it on the show, how you dismiss her and don't really take what she's saying as something, you know, right. That's exactly that. You said it right, Joseph. Not the deflection. He obviously wasn't prepared for that question. Absolutely. Wasn't prepared. Nobody's really prepared to answer questions about their marriage, honestly, because people want to portray like, oh, it's good, it's good, it's good. But we know half y'all married people is miserable, which is why we out here single as a Pringle. Y'all be miserable laying next to somebody you can't freaking stand just because y'all got kids. And just because y'all done did a couple things together, you sitting there being miserable the rest of your life when life is short. YOLO. You only live once. And you want me to sit here laying next to a man who disrespect me, cheat on me, probably put his hands on me, emotionally abusive, you know. And I'm supposed to do that for the sake of marriage because we're going to be together for a long time. We got married, you know. Man, out of here, especially when it comes to the women, especially when it comes to, you know, the women. There's always this expectation that you're supposed to stay through the bull, and don't nobody got time for it. Nobody has time for a scheme that Todd set up to come with you with the bullshit that is marriage. And now here it is. Once again, we're watching Kimmi, unfortunately, you know, having to deal with the bullshit that Maurice has brought into her life once again. Okay, so let's move on.
A lot of those comments were at one point.
He's protecting you more than you're protecting her.
So
I still haven't heard him rephrase it in a kinder way.
This is what Claudia said.
And I gotta say this as the woman here, and I'm sorry, Al, I know you haven't had a chance to say anything. I still haven't heard him rephrase it in a kinder way right here on the show. I've been trying to give you the opportunity because I feel like your wife is protecting you more than you're protecting her. I feel like she's protecting your rep, and I'm like, Kimmi, I should have said it like this. I'm sorry. And it's like, I feel so bad for her. I can't imagine going through what she's going through. You saying that, and then me asking you twice if you would rephrase it, and you said, yeah, but you really haven't. It seems like it's more about you than her still. In my opinion, it's just my opinion, and you can tell me shut the fuck up if you want to. It's just my opinion, you know?
I understand where you're coming from. And what I said is, you got to get it in the context. I'm not going to rephrase. You said, what if I rephrase it? Yes, I would rephrase it. But at the end of the day, what is our... We're talking about this because I've already said something, right? There's no taking it back. There's no ringing that bell. That bell's rung. That's why we're here. At the end of in the future, what I will do is I will make sure that my wife feels protected. I don't feel any different about the situation. At the end of the day, my wife did something that most people won't do. Simply, she put her personal feelings aside. I never wanted her to do anything that was uncomfortable. I wanted her to stop working. I wanted her to put everything to the side and let's get better. So when she's doing things to find a sense of normalcy in life, guess what? I don't know, because I'm not inside of her, what makes her feel good, what doesn't make her feel good, when she's feeling good, when she's not. So at the end of the day,
Maurice, I feel that.
First of all, once again, you still didn't rephrase it. Like, you still didn't rephrase it. Like Claudia was asking, would you rephrase it? And you're like, yeah. And then going on to another point, like, you're missing it. Like, you're seriously missing it. And so finally, one point, Funky.Neva like called it out, was like, Kimmi, you look so uncomfortable right now. And she's like, it's not because I'm like uncomfortable. It's just because I'm listening to the questions that y'all are giving, and I'm just processing, and, you know, like, I'm, you know, wanting him like, to answer the question. He's not really answering the question, which is what she deals with at home. You ask Maurice a direct question, these Scott brothers, a direct question, and they literally go around it. It could be the most direct question, they're gonna go around it. And that's kind of how people with narcissistic traits work. They don't answer the point, especially when it makes them look stupid. And I was glad to see like Claudia call out, you know, like Maurice, like here it is. We got to have Kimmi come on the show to protect you so she don't look like she's married to the asshole husband. But at the end of the day, like you said it, you said, I still feel the same way. And that's what I think you're missing. The fact that you do feel, and then this BS of, oh, I don't know when she's sick and not feeling good or hurt. Sir, your wife is going through cancer. Doing chemo and radiation. Do you think at any point she's ever going to really feel good? The only time you should accept sex is when she bring it up to, like, when she like, I really feel bad because, like, Kimmi, there could have been, I really feel like, honestly, if Maurice had a conversation with Kimmi and did say, you know, I don't want to make you do something that you don't want to do. Like, sex is not enjoyable for you right now. You know, let's figure out a different solution. You know, let's maybe do a schedule. Or, I mean, I hate to say it, like, and the famous words of Marceau, outsource it. I mean, yeah, Marceau, outsource it. I hate to freaking say it like that because it's like, I don't agree with him. But I think Kimmi would have been okay if Maurice found him a little side chick. I ain't gonna lie. Because when you get to a certain age and she ain't getting no orgasm out of it, so it's like I'm just sitting here laying down waiting for this nigga to get done humping on me. Like, that's sad. And you sitting there fake moaning and groaning and trying to get him to get off. And at this moment, how do you arouse Maurice knowing that your woman is faking it? Like, that she ain't really into it. Like, I just don't understand how your dick gets hard for that when you know at the end of the day she not enjoying it. And so this excuse of, oh, I didn't know, she wasn't feeling good. And Claudia called it out like, bro, you've been married to this woman well over 10 years. That means you should know when she's sad, she's upset. Like, you know your spouse. And she just looked at Kimmi. She's like, girl, I've been in a relationship like this, and it seems like y'all got a communication problem. And they very much do. And Kimmi knows it. But trying to bring shit up to Maurice, he don't want to go to therapy. And we saw on the show, he don't want to go to therapy. He don't want to talk to nobody. None of these niggas ever want to talk to anybody. Y'all want to sit there and talk about how bad mental health is in the Black community, how Black men have nowhere to go, but y'all don't be going to therapy. That be the crazy part. Y'all don't have nobody to talk to. Y'all don't have nobody to go. But it's literally therapist central. Y'all don't take the initiative to go get a therapist and work on y'all shit. And instead, y'all end up just terrorizing the Black community. So I really hate this for Kimmi. You are dealing with a man who's obsessed with sex and feels like it's the main thing. I want you to cook clean and have sex with me. Cook clean. What is it? Made in a mule. A mattress made in a mule. Okay. That's what that is. A mattress made in a mule. Shout out to Erica De Niro. It's like I said, it's just really sad. Like, it's just really, really sad that that's what she's having to go through. And y'all go watch the Fox Soul interview, Funky Dineva. Kimmi, this interview did more damage than damage control. At this point, people know how Maurice feels, and he couldn't put himself aside. Your sexual needs don't amount to the emotional and mental needs that Kimmi's needing right now, as she's literally staring death in the face. Like, these niggas will disappoint you every single time more than not. So last but not least, y'all, really quick, let's go ahead and get to Lightskin, Keisha, and this freaking hilarious ass post where he thought he was gonna play her, where he thought he was gonna be like, you ain't going nowhere. Boy, he really tried it. He really motherfucking tried it. Hold on. Here, y'all listen.
No, let's talk about it.
Let's go back.
What? Go for what? No, let's talk about it. Put it on the table.
You're not gonna leave me if I cheat on you.
You're stupid.
You're not leaving.
Stupid.
You're not leaving me if I cheat on you. You're not.
You're stupid.
Not leaving.
You're crazy.
I I've been with you too long.
Okay, try it. Try it. We'll see.
You're not leaving me.
You're crazy. You want to cheat on me?
You're not leaving
Do
me.
you want to cheat on me?
I don't want to cheat on you, but you're not leaving me. If I cheat on you,
You're crazy. And the thing about it is,
I done spent too much money.
I don't give a fuck. That's your problem. Because guess what? I'm not even going. Let me tell you something. You cheat, I'm not even finna be on no rah rah da da da. I'm gonna be so player. I'm gonna be so player about this shit. I swear, like I'm not even gonna be like, motherfucker. I'm not doing none of that crazy bitch shit. I'm going to literally leave in the middle of the night like a thief in the night. I'm telling you. You're going to come home one day and think everything is goddamn good, and my shit is going to be gone.
I don't believe that.
You're never going to be able to locate it.
I don't believe it.
What?
And the thing is, the fact that he just kept saying, I don't believe that, I don't believe that, I get why he's saying that, because a lot of men feel that way. A lot of men feel like I can cheat on her and she ain't going nowhere, especially if he got a baby with her. Oh, he definitely feel like she not going nowhere. Now, at this moment, they don't have no kids together. Good for her. But what made him feel so comfortable to be like, oh, if I cheat on you, you're not going nowhere? And it's nothing but patriarchy that makes him feel that way. Because patriarchy says, oh, we can have bad behavior men, and we're going to make them stay. Because at the end of the day, we know that they want to be with us more than we want to be with them. We just want to fuck y'all, but we don't want to be with y'all like that, because the system of patriarchy isn't to care and nurture for women, isn't to uplift women. It's literally to break us down, and y'all are like breaking us down at the same time and being confused why we don't want to F with y'all. Y'all are breaking us down, but then at the same time talking about, oh, we want to do good for you. It's lies. All the lies you tell. Y'all don't really want women to do well, because the minute a woman does well, you feel insecure when your shit don't match hers. When your pedigree don't match her pedigree, you niggas get mad. So in this situation where he's literally looking at Keisha talking about, oh, you not leaving me if I cheat on you. We done been together too long. She's like, I don't give a damn. That's the thing too. When they feel like we got years and we got kids, oh, check it. Martell thought the same thing. He thought Melody wasn't going nowhere because they had 4 kids and businesses and all that shit together. He felt like she wasn't going nowhere, which is why he didn't change his behavior. These men feel so comfortable doing this shit because they genuinely feel like she not going nowhere. Because one, I done already her, ain't no man gonna want to like be with her, because men, the minute they hear that a woman that has sex with somebody else, they want to act like I can't mess with her. Especially if they got kids, because kids means ownerships. You my woman. Like it's all of this stuff that just makes them feel like I can do this and misbehave, and she's not going nowhere. And it's sad because women do be going back. Women will take a nigga back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Talking about he not gonna do it again. Bitch, he said that 6 times ago. Just say you want to stay with him and you're gonna accept it because my man. Bitch, your man left you for dead, ho. Good, shout out to Carisha. Bitch, your man left you for dead, ho. Literally. Talk about my man. Kimmi on here talking about my man. And for real, your husband left you for dead, but fucking you in the meantime. Keisha said, I'll be so player like most women do. Okay, honey, see you when you get home from work. Nigga get home from work thinking he gonna have a hot meal ready. Bitch house empty. Kids, pet, gone, all of it. Like she said, like a thief in the night, okay? Because you're not finna play with me. She said, try it. But the face of him said, he said, oh, you not leaving me, which makes me feel like he, in his head, it's like, well, she not leaving me because she already is here. I've already cheated on her, and she's still here because she didn't know yet. But best believe the girls is gonna start coming out. The girls, I give it maybe 2-3 weeks, if that. The girls is gonna start coming at, okay? They're gonna start coming at with the receipts. And I know Coco Vaughn, whatever his name is is gonna be over there. He checking in with all his hoes he done mess with. You better not say nothing. You better not say nothing. You better not say nothing. He probably paying them off as we speak. Because if I was a girl messing with him and I saw this clip, I'm snitching. I'm snitching on his bitch ass. I am snitching, okay? Because it's just like the smugness. Like, first of all, you think it, but to say it out loud means you really feel like confirmed in your thought process. What is going on with men out here? And it's constantly, oh, women, we need change and we'll do better. It doesn't matter what us women do. It does not matter what we do. Y'all are still going to treat us the motherfucking same because that's how y'all are conditioned. That's how y'all are socialized, to look at women as sex objects and not to uplift and care for us. But yet, women are socialized to do it for you niggas, and we do it even when y'all don't deserve it, and even when y'all don't need to. How you gonna come out here already throwing slugs like that? What? Thanks for tuning in all the time. You said Maurice is a fireman. Well, which one? I don't know. He probably a donkey. He a jackass. That's what he is. But yeah, like, it's just the comfortability for me. That's really what it is. It's the comfortability. But you guys, that has been this live. It's gone on way long enough. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, talking about the topics, discussing them. And we're going to start doing some more lives. But y'all stay tuned for the Love and Marriage Huntsville review. I don't know if I'm going to give y'all Love and Marriage Detroit yet. I don't know yet. But I will catch y'all in the next live, y'all. Bye.